Hey there, folks. Mike Rowe here. Winter's got this way of sneaking up on you. One minute it's pumpkins and lattes, the next it's snowdrifts and frozen toes. And nothing says winter's here like that cozy crackle of a fire in the hearth. But here's the thing about traditions. Gotta respect them. You wouldn't fire up your grill for the first time in a year without checking for cobwebs and gas leaks, right? Same goes for your fireplace or wood stove. We're talking about fire, folks. Powerful, unforgiving fire. So before you go stuffing that fireplace full of logs and cranking up the heat, let's talk shop. For generations, the fireplace has been the heart of the home, a gathering place, a source of warmth, a symbol of comfort and security. But like any vital organ, it needs a little TLC to keep pumping. We're talking about your chimney, folks, that often overlooked workhorse that channels smoke and dangerous byproducts up and out of your home. When that fire roars, it leaves behind a residue, a sticky, flammable substance called creosote. Over time, this creosote builds up inside your chimney, lining the walls like a thick black fur coat. And when it ignites inside your chimney, it doesn't just burn, it explodes. Chimney fires are nothing to mess with. They're loud, they're scary, and they can cause serious damage, but here's the kicker. They often start silently. No warning bells, no flashing red lights, just a slow, smoldering buildup of heat until, BAM! That's why it's crucial to be proactive and inspect your chimney regularly. All right, let's break down this whole creosote thing a bit further. Creosote forms when wood doesn't burn completely. Yellowish flames and cool smoke are signs of incomplete combustion. Burning unseasoned wood, those freshly cut logs still heavy with moisture, is a big one. Restricting airflow to your fire has the same effect. It's like trying to run a marathon while holding your breath. It's just not going to end well. Now, creosote isn't a one-size-fits-all villain. It comes in different forms, each more dangerous than the last. First, you've got soot. It's mildly flammable, a bit of a nuisance. Then comes brown creosote. It's tar-like, sticky, and much more flammable. Ignoring it is like ignoring a flashing check engine light. And then you've got the big kahuna-glazed creosote. This stuff is hard, shiny, almost glass-like, and highly flammable. When you've got glazed creosote, you're playing with fire, literally. But here's the thing about creosote. It's not just a fire hazard. It's also a health hazard. That smoke you smell contains harmful pollutants, microscopic particles that can get into your lungs and cause respiratory problems. Long-term exposure to creosote can increase your risk of heart disease, stroke, and even lung cancer. Creosote buildup can also lead to carbon monoxide poisoning. When your chimney is clogged with creosote, it restricts airflow, preventing smoke and gases from escaping properly. So what's the takeaway here? Chimney and stove safety isn't just about preventing fires. It's about protecting your health and the health of your loved ones. It's about being proactive, about understanding the risks, and about taking the necessary steps to mitigate them. We'll talk about how to choose the right firewood, how to operate your fireplace or wood stove safely, and how to spot the signs of trouble before it's too late. Remember, folks, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And when it comes to fire safety, that's not just a saying, it's a matter of life and death. All right, folks, now that we understand the villain, that sneaky creosote, let's talk about how to evict it from your chimney. We're talking about chimney sweeping, a practice that's been around for centuries. Chimney sweeping is serious business, and it's the single most important thing you can do to prevent chimney fires and keep your home safe. Now, some folks like to tackle this chore themselves, and there's certainly a sense of satisfaction that comes with a job well done. But before you grab that wire brush and start scrubbing, let's go over the basics. First things first, safety gear. Next up, the tools. A good chimney brush should be stiff enough to dislodge creosote, but not so abrasive that it damages the flue liner. You'll also need extension rods to reach the entire length of your chimney, a drop cloth to protect your floors, and a shop vac to clean up the mess. Chimney sweeping is not for the faint of heart, folks. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. The actual sweeping process involves lowering the brush down the chimney, working your way from the top to the bottom. But cleaning is only half the battle. Once you've removed the creosote, it's crucial to inspect your chimney for any signs of damage or deterioration. Cracks in the flue liner, missing mortar joints, loose bricks, these are all red flags that need to be addressed immediately. Your chimney is exposed to some pretty extreme temperatures and weather conditions. Over time, this can take a toll, leading to cracks, leaks, and other structural issues. A visual inspection will often suffice. If you notice any significant damage, or if you're at all unsure about the condition of your chimney, it's always best to err on the side of caution and call in a professional chimney sweep. These folks are trained to identify potential problems and can recommend the appropriate course of action. A professional chimney sweep will have the knowledge, the tools, and the expertise to ensure your chimney is clean, safe, and ready to handle those cozy winter fires. So, there you have it, the basics of chimney cleaning and inspection. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. All right, folks, let's move from the chimney to its partner in warmth, the wood stove. These cast iron workhorses have been keeping folks warm for generations, but they come with their own set of rules. First off, placement is key. You want your wood stove on a non-combustible surface, away from flammable materials like curtains, furniture, or that stack of firewood you just brought in. 3 feet, that's the magic number. Think of it as a safety bubble around your stove. Every wood stove needs a proper flue pipe, a dedicated pathway for those hot gases and smoke to escape. Use the right materials, the right diameter, and make sure it's properly installed and inspected by a qualified professional. Now let's talk fuel. You wouldn't put diesel in a gasoline engine, right? Same goes for your wood stove. Not all wood is created equal. Seasoned hardwood, that's the ticket. Think oak, maple, hickory. These hardwoods have less moisture, which means a hotter, cleaner burn and less creosote buildup. Avoid softwoods like pine and fir. And whatever you do, stay away from treated lumber, plywood, or any wood with paint or chemicals on it. Now let's talk about those newfangled pellet stoves. They're efficient, they're clean burning, and they practically run themselves. But don't let that fool you, folks. Pellet stoves still involve fire, and fire demands respect. Store pellets properly in a dry, well-ventilated area, away from any potential ignition sources, and keep an eye on those hoppers. Overfilling them can jam the auger, leading to problems. Consult a qualified installer to make sure your pellet stove is vented properly. Now, regardless of what type of stove you have, there are some common-sense safety tips that apply across the board. Never leave a fire unattended, especially if you have young children or pets. Keep a fire extinguisher nearby and make sure everyone in your household knows how to use it. If you smell smoke or see smoke coming from anywhere other than your chimney, don't ignore it. Call the fire department, evacuate your home, and let the professionals handle it. All right, folks, we've covered a lot of ground here. We've talked about the dangers of creosote, the importance of chimney sweeping, and the ins and outs of wood stove safety. But here's the thing about home maintenance. It's not a one-and-done deal. Regular maintenance is like a tune-up for your car. It keeps everything running smoothly, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. A little bit of prevention can save you a whole lot of heartache and money down the road. So, make that yearly chimney inspection a priority. Beyond the brush, the full Monty of chimney care. Yearly maintenance isn't just a quick sweep. It's a comprehensive inspection of your entire fireplace and chimney system. Think of it as the full Monty of chimney care. This includes inspecting the chimney cap, checking the flashing, and the flue liner. This vital component ensures hot gases and smoke are safely vented out. Section 3. Red flags. What to look and listen for. While a professional inspection is recommended, you can keep an eye on your chimney and stove. Use your senses. A strong smoke odor inside your home is a red flag. It could indicate a blockage or a leak. Strange noises like rattling or whistling shouldn't be ignored. They can indicate a blockage, loose flue liner, or bird's nest. Look for visual cues. Soot or creosote buildup, cracks in masonry, or efflorescence can indicate water damage. Section 4. Finding your chimney whisperer. Choosing the right pro. Now, when it comes to choosing a chimney professional, not all sweeps are created equal. You want someone with experience, someone who's certified by a reputable organization, and someone who's committed to using the latest techniques and equipment. Ask for referrals from friends, neighbors, or your local fire department. Check online reviews and ratings. And don't be afraid to ask questions. A good chimney professional will be happy to answer your questions and address your concerns. Remember, folks, your chimney and stove are essential parts of your home, providing warmth, comfort, and even a sense of security. By investing in regular maintenance and choosing the right professionals, you're ensuring that these systems continue to operate safely and efficiently for years to come. Winter's grip, a northern state of mind. Folks up north take hard work to a whole other level. They call it winterizing. It's a way of life. When the snow falls and the mercury dips, you gotta be prepared. It's about respecting the power of Mother Nature. Up north, winter is a state of mind. Firewood Chronicles, From Forest to Hearth. And what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think about winter up north? Firewood, my friends. Those stacks of seasoned logs, neatly piled by the woodshed, they're more than just fuel. They're a symbol of warmth, of preparedness, of a winter well-lived. Now gather around, folks, and let me tell you about the art of firewood. It's a process, a journey from forest to hearth, and it all starts with selecting the right trees. Hardwoods are your best bet, remember? Oak, maple, hickory. Those slow-burning beauties that'll keep your home toasty warm all winter long. Once you've felled your trees, it's time to get to work. Splitting, stacking, seasoning, it's a labor of love, but trust me, there's nothing quite like the feeling of accomplishment that comes with building your own woodpile. Stacking for success more than just a pretty pile. Now, stacking firewood ain't just about creating a pretty picture, folks. It's about airflow, about allowing those logs to dry properly, to cure, to become the perfect fuel for your fireplace or wood stove. You want your woodpile off the ground on a dry, level surface. Use pallets, logs, or even cinder blocks to create a base that allows for air circulation. And when it comes to stacking, there are two main methods, crisscross or linear. Both work well, as long as you keep those logs off the ground and allow for plenty of airflow. And here's a pro tip. Cover your woodpile with a tarp or some plywood to protect it from rain and snow. You want your firewood dry, not soaked. Remember, folks, moisture is the enemy when it comes to firewood. Section 4. Beyond the chimney. Winterizing your home's defenses. Now, while a well-stocked woodpile and a roaring fire are essential for winter up north, they're only part of the equation. Winterizing your home is about more than just staying warm. It's about protecting your investment, about preventing costly damage, about ensuring that your home is a safe and comfortable haven from the elements. We're talking about insulating pipes, sealing drafts, cleaning gutters, and making sure your roof is in tip-top shape. It's about being proactive, about anticipating problems before they arise, about being your home's best friend. And here's the thing, folks. A lot of these winterizing tasks are things you can do yourself. A little bit of caulk, some weather stripping, a weekend afternoon. That's all it takes to make a big difference in your home's energy efficiency and overall comfort. The warmth of responsibility, respect for the raw power of fire, respect for the traditions that bind us, and respect for the homes that shelter us. It's more than just physical warmth. It's a primal sense of security, a connection to generations past. But with that warmth comes responsibility, to understand the risks and take precautions. Section 2. A legacy of warmth. Every time you build a fire, you're carrying on a tradition that stretches back thousands of years. From prehistoric campfires to grand castle fireplaces, fire has always held a special place in our story. It's a tale of innovation and caution, of harnessing nature's power. So next time you light your fireplace, appreciate the history you're part of. Stay safe, stay warm, stay dirty. Keeping your chimney clean, your stove in good working order, and your home winterized can be a dirty job. But there's a certain satisfaction that comes with a hard day's work, knowing you've done everything to protect your home and loved ones. So build those fires, enjoy those cozy winter nights, and create lasting memories. Stay safe, stay warm, and stay dirty. This is Mike Rowe, signing off.